Time for semi-final number 2 here in Medellin, the last stage of the Hyundai Archery World Cup circuit, stage 4. And no real surprise, 2 Koreans in this semi-final. Let's go and meet them.
On target number 1, representing Korea, Kang Chae Young. On target number 2, representing Korea, Gahyun. The line judge for this match is Gahyun.
Well, no individual stage medals so far this season for Kang Chae Young, the 26-year-old world number 10. Gahyun has got close with a silver medal this season, but needs that gold to guarantee a place in Mexico at the finale in October. Yet again, the Koreans in different shirts, part of the process for World Archery. If they do have 2 athletes from the same nation, easy to take a quick glance and work out who's who. So Lee starts us off with a 10 in this second semi-final. Who will face An San in the gold medal match?
So arguably Kang Chae Young has the most experience here. Lee is quite a bit younger, but that doesn't mean that you can just cancel her out because of the lack of experience. She has been shooting very well this season, and I think she can show what she's worth in this semi-final.
Well, 28 to start here. Now, Kang could do with a 10 here and hope the measure of the second half hour. She's not going to get the 10 that she needs, and the 2 set points definitely go to Lee to start things off. That did look like it was a 9, that second arrow.
Yeah, it did. It doesn't really matter now because she shot an 8 in the last arrow, but I think she would have taken the set with a 10 and would have shared the points with a 9. So shooting an 8 at this moment is maybe not the nicest thing for her to happen.
So here's a question for you. It's always nervy facing a Korean, in particular in recurve, women's recurve archery. These two are going to be nervous because they're facing a Korean.
Yes and no, I suppose. Yes, they'll be nervous because they have to shoot against a teammate, but it also, in some cases, it's easier to shoot against a teammate because it feels more like a competition that you would shoot at home. And I'm sure in Korea they have many competitions where they simulate this type of shooting with a finals venue.
Well, Lee leads this all-Korean semi-final against Kang. So Kang will shoot first, trying not to show any emotion at all.
Was a longer hold than what she wanted to have, I think, but yeah, it's a bit of a sigh of relief there after the arrow hits the 10. I think that was not really her typical shot pace, but like I've said before today, you don't always have to shoot your exact rhythm as long as you can maintain the right tension in your shoulders and your arms and shoot a good shot in those circumstances. Then it's fine if it takes a bit longer, but not everybody has the quality and the stamina to do that.
Chance here to go 4-0 up for Lee. She needs a 10 to do it. Now they've They've matched each other arrow for arrow through this set, 28 apiece, and so they'll share the 2 set points. And that means Lee maintains her 2 set point lead. It goes to 3-1.
I get the impression that they're both still trying to find their rhythm, find their maybe side marks, but at least they're not really on it yet, like we've seen at in the first match with Ansan. I don't think these Korean archers differ too much in just overall level of shooting. So the fact that Ansan had such a high level in the first semifinals means that these archers maybe have something to pick up in the next couple of sets rather. It's difficult to see with the zoomed in shot like this, but 70 meters is actually really, really far. You can see the arrow leave the frame because it goes so high up before dropping back down and hitting the target. So in some cases the arrows fly 5 or 6 meters high in their arc.
So Kang starts at set number 3 with a 9. And if you like, this is a real proper head-to-head because Lee is much further up the ranking list at the moment than Kang. So if she wins here, then Lee effectively ends Kang's chances of qualifying by ranking. And then it's all down to which Korean wins in the final. So we've got a couple of massive matches here. You would have thought that the athletes would know exactly the ranking situation, Chef.
Some archers are very on that information. They want to know everything, and they want to know exactly what they have to do and which place they have to be at. But some archers just think it doesn't matter because I have to shoot as well as I can in any case. So it shouldn't change how he's shooting or how I am shooting as an archer.
Well, as you can see, they've matched each other again. Another 28 for these two, and that means Lee still holds that 2-point lead, 4-2 going into this. It is interesting that approach, that mental approach to it. What was yours?
I try to not be too busy with it, but yeah, I have a tendency to like stats. So if I can look up stats, if I'm sitting in a hotel just burning time, then I will. And for me, that was always like a thing to calm me down as well. So I tried to at least know what I was, where I was standing, and kind of what I needed to do, but I didn't want to go into it too much.
Well, my gut tells me that these two will know exactly, maybe not the points, but they'll know that whoever wins here stays in the hunt.
Yeah, it's a pretty black and white scenario here, so it's easy to understand what needs to happen to get to the final.
Well, Lee is in the driving seat here, leading 4-2. Kang knows that she has basically got to start to level things up here. She can't keep sharing the points. And that is not the start she was looking for.
So we were talking about elbows earlier in the previous match, and you can see that Kang's elbow has it kind of goes over the line of the arrow, so it's quite high up, not necessarily super high. But if you compare it to Lee's elbow, it's under the line of the arrow, so it kind of points down. It's not really a Korean style, but well, she manages to make it work.
Get a good view of that. 28 again set by Kang, but a 9 will do it for Lee. Does she keep her chances alive of qualifying for the finals? Yes, she does, with a 29 after 2 28s. Lee is through to the final. It's a tough break for Kang. You can see that she's a little bit disappointed, but a 6-2 victory for Lee Gahyun, and she's through to the final here, the all-Korean final, where Lee will face An.